up, Big Sam? What's going on, guys? Benji. Can you hear me all right there, Big Mac? There we go. What's up? I played heck, man, getting online. It just about crashed on me. I'm doing great, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Arizona. What's up? What's up, Stanley? What's up, Texas? I have my glasses on my head. See what works. I'm going to be staring at that all night. Right there. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's been a really stressful freaking week. I'm so glad to be done with this week. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy week, man. Had to go back down to South Properties work. What's up? Just working? HVAC says, my brother, man. Yeah. Yeah, I had a problem. I set it up for feed for 9 o'clock and then it deleted itself and then I couldn't find it. And then so I started another one getting ready to click on and I looked over and it popped back up. So I was able to go, whatever. It's good times, man. Good times. Live streaming tonight. Q&A. Got a question? Hit me. Overlooked the mess over here. The camera's weird today. There we go. Just try to hide my little mess there. Anyway, yeah, it's been a crazy week, man. Crazy week. Going down to the south side. The guy that was down there. We got a new guy starting on the 5th, and he is green as a freaking stop or a go light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you better get caught up on them videos, man. That's the reason why I started. If you look down at the bottom, it says day. You know, that way you can keep track of what day it is versus, you know what I mean? It's like AKA video. So like if it's 2 parts of the video, you can go to the first one or the one before it and see what's up. You know what I mean? Like if you see something, you're like, hey, wait a minute, you know, and you can go back to the previous video and watch, you know what I mean? That's kind of the reason why I started doing that. Believe it or not, appreciate that, man. That one is a 22 rifle. I bought a dress-up kit for it for like $90, and it looks like an AK. That is a 9mm. Let me see if I can get it without the camera moving. Yeah, It's not loaded, so don't freak out. But this cool gun, man. Wow. It's a little 9mm, and it holds the clips in the bottom. I can get them out. You got to push the button on the side. I think that's kind of stupid, though. But anyways, so it holds the clips. So pretty cool gun. I bought it as like a carry on. Throw it in my backpack. It's an MP FPC 9mm. Pretty cool gun. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. There's a couple other brands that they fold this way, and you can't put anything on the scope or nothing. I'm not a big gun enthusiast, man. So anyway. I just like to protect my butt. It's the American given right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, Texas needs some guns down there, don't they? Just joking, man. Fernando. What's up, buddy? I'm doing good, doing good. It's been kind of chaotic. Back on the question about the new guy. Yeah. Well, apparently he's been in construction. He's been working for his dad, and he knows construction, I guess, a little bit, but there's a big difference between being construction and maintenance. Because maintenance, you got to be skilled at everything, man, or at least not skilled, but at least you got to know stuff, man. You know what I mean? And that property down there is just nothing but plumbing issues. See, what is it? There is. Let me pop it up real quick. Come on, load up. So I've got all of my area properties plus the south side properties on my own, and there's 15 work orders. I know of 2 on my property, but that's because I'm waiting on parts. So basically all the work orders for that property, it's a mess down there, man. It's a mess. When I don't want to go there, you know it's a problem, child. You like a speed square? Okay. How's your day been today? Just working? Did you have a good day? You're out in Texas, so a couple hours. You're probably still working. Great. I do also do service calls at night. Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I don't get too many on calls because I take care of the property best I can, um, so that I don't have after hour calls. But we got one building where we're always having some kind of sewage issue. Night, but it was kind of like one of those burps, and it's a puke. You know, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of water got out on the floor. She never called emergency maintenance, thank God. But I went over there and cleaned up the water, and I ran the toilet, the sink, the shower, everything, because she's in the lower unit, and the drain's right there in her closet, and it never burped. You know, the water level never came up, so I figured we're going to be all right as far as an emergency call. Tech ended up putting 410. Oh no! Put 410 in an R22 unit. That's a freaking problem. You know, I did the same thing about 8 years ago. I wasn't watching, and I thought it was a 410 unit because they were new and old mixed on the property. And I grabbed a 410 jug and I pumped it up and I got it working. It worked fine. Bet it didn't last very long though. That's funny stuff, man. It just, you got to watch what you're doing when it comes to HVAC. What's up, Hector? I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good. Big Mac Sam's in the house. Yeah, don't forget the thumbs up, man. Hey, Jeff, I appreciate you giving me the $5, man. I really appreciate it, man. Hey, got a new something. Weber, that Chinese company has sent me. They sent me that drywall sander. What else did they send me? They sent me something else a while back, and this is hilarious. So they watch my videos, right? So they saw me do a video on the painting, the spraying. So they sent me a sprayer. I'm like, you're about 2 weeks late, bro. But I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. Looks like it's got a frame to it. What's up, Statter? Ready to get it in the box? Huh. Came with an extension. Cool. See, the thing about these companies is, I don't care if it's DeWalt, Ryobi, Weber. I don't care. It's all coming from China anyway. Man. That's a pretty good sized pump, man. Wow. That's a good sized pump. Heavy too. I wasn't expecting that. That bar goes here to carry it with. Huh? Wow. It even comes with wheels. We'll definitely, I'm getting ready to start that other rehab-ish. And we'll take us over there. Of course, you know I got to do a video for him. If I remember, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's there. Hold on. It's got some weight to it, man. And all it does, it has a roller setting on it for power roller. Wow. That's a nice gun, man. That's nice. We'll see how long it lasts, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if we'll see. Hold on a second. What's up, Stater? Let's see if the brands are interchangeable. Take this spray tip off. That's pretty lightweight gun. There we go, bro. Right there. How about that? 3,600 psi. Doesn't say what kind of tip it is. It's a 517. That's gonna be kind of a wide tip, like a 12-inch, maybe 10-inch tip. I just bought a well, I ordered it, a 4-inch tip. What that means is when you pull the trigger, it's only got like a 4-inch spread. So like if you're going to do paint trim or maybe a door jamb or something like that, a 4-inch is perfect because it doesn't spray real wide. It's real narrow, So all that, man, it's got a bit of a punch to it, We'll give it a shot this coming up week because I might have to go through and spray all the trim and stuff. The bad choice of colors for a sprayer. Black. Dude, that's going to show up every dot, every bit of paint on there. All right, so let's get back over here, see what's going on. Just working in Texas goes okay. What's up, Ray? How's it going? Everything's good. American Handyman, New Jersey, Speed Square. Super over there. What's going on, Ray? What's up, Hector? Gray, I'm in Ohio. Tampa, Florida's in the house. What's up, Frank? It's working 410. Look good. Thanks, Ray. Or thanks, just working. If you're talking about the spray, yeah, we'll give it a shot, man. Unboxing stream bonus. That's good. I just thought, what the heck, I go ahead and unbox it while you guys are on here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while, man, since I did a live stream. What's up, Troy? PTL from Orlando, Florida. Sup? Jeff Jones. So, yeah, I was wondering if you guys were interested in watching that, how I make these videos and stuff. That's the reason why I put it together. I'm like, I need something. I need something to put it into that video. It was kind of a short day. I didn't really do a lot, and I don't like storing the videos up too many days. It just gets complicated because then you're blending like 3 or 4 days together. So I try to stay away from that. Yeah, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord for sure. Good times, good times, good times. So, gang, any questions? Hit me. Any construction or repair questions or whatnot ever? Love the content, brother. Watch video every morning before I head out to the job. You are an excellent craftsman. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, Joe. What do I use to make videos? GoPro. This is a GoPro 11. I had a 9. Well, I still own it, but it was causing me all kinds of problems. And I actually set it down and went back to using my phone, and that really got complicated because you couldn't do long video recording on the phone. It'd get hot. So I was going to buy the action camera because it's apparently a little bit better, but I already had all the stuff for GoPro. So I ended up getting this one. And I have beat the crap. I have dropped this thing so many times, face down on concrete, and I've never had any problems with this one. I wasn't going to get the GoPro 12 because they're not really super expensive, like $500 ish. But if anything happens to this, I'll definitely get the 12. But this is my tripod. I carry it with me all day, every day. A tripod. Pop this together. Because I've had people ask me, man, make comments about, spending time setting up the camera and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, does your boss need to do that? Look at this. That's how fast it took me to set that camera up. Just like that. Bam. Bam. So if you see like midway, if you see a shot where like I'm in a bathtub working on something, but you can see the whole bathtub in the shower area, I've probably got this sitting on the sink, It's really super quick to adjust. I just set it, click, and go. I don't waste my time with trying to hold on to the camera to get a perfect shot. Dude, you're going to take the shot regardless. You know what I mean? You're going to watch video regardless with cameras at. But what bothers me when I watch videos, because I spend a lot of time watching YouTube, a lot. I can't stand it when somebody's doing a video and they're using their cell phone and they're moving around and they're, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, it drives me crazy. Drives me freaking crazy. So that's what I use, my little GoPro. I've replaced this tripod. What about 4 or 5 times? The reason why is because this right here, this section, you can turn it and click and it comes right off. So I can separate the two, put this in the safety spot, and then just throw the tripod anywhere. But most of the time in my tool bag, it's like that, and I drop it right in where the shoulder straps are. There's the back section of my Vito bag. That's where I just drop it down in there, because the head will move. So I lean it over like that, throw the bag on and go. When I get in the apartment, I pop it up, set it down, just walk away. I use a remote to, I usually have it in my pocket, and that helps me to keep me from having to walk all the way back to the camera to turn it off, stuff like that. Just a little stupid stuff. The only issue I have is this case that's on the phone. It's a media mod, and my wireless, I don't see it. It's in my bag. Yeah, it's over there. I really, really, really like this mic. Really nice, right? It just slides on there on the top like that. Tighten it up. And if I'm getting ready to leave to go somewhere or going to do something else, I'll show you. It's real simple. I turn it, slide it off, and then I slide this back on sideways. That way I can drop it down my bag, and I don't have to worry about the mic getting all messed up. Here's my problem. This port right here. This is where I was having so many freaking problems with my mics. It clicks in there, and this port, it will not connect, and I'll do video and it not even record. It'll just be static in the background. You talking about making you mad? So it becomes cumbersome because then I have to start the video and then I have to make noise to see if it's recording me, if I can see the audio. but it just irritates me. And then this is a built-in mic. It's a built-in mic, but it doesn't have a microphone on the back. It's just the front. So if I'm behind the camera talking, I have to actually go when I'm doing editing. I have to raise the volume up on that section of the video because you can't hear me, or very seldom. So most of the time I'll talk over the camera so it catches my voice, Just a little silly stuff like that, man. So anyway, so I broke this like 3 or 4 times. I always snap it off right here, right? So I learned how to take these apart because I bought these stickers, man. I don't want to throw my stickers away. But I learned how to take this apart and swap the legs out. So I get to keep my legs. Anyways. Good times, man. Good times. I can't believe how much work it is. Yes, it is a lot of work. It is. Well, put it this way. So, for instance, it's got me at like $560 for my estimated revenue for the month. Okay. So if you break that down for 30 days, 5 days a week, you know what I'm saying? How much am I actually getting paid per hour to make and edit the video and then upload? Because just making and editing the video is one thing. Then I have to upload it. That may take, depends on how long the video is, it may take 2 hours for it to upload. But during that upload time, then that's when I create the thumbnail. That's pretty simple stuff there. But anyways, yeah, it's a lot of freaking work, man. It's basically a full-time job. Good times. So yeah, if you see people, they're using their cell phone and stuff like that, it is what it is, and upload it. Yeah, watch that video about how I did make the video. It's actually just the end of the video, so. And that was at 1 o'clock in the morning when I got that uploaded. Crazy, man, crazy. How would you paint match a exterior door? How would I paint match it? You'll have to take a chip of the paint off the door, take it to Lowe's or Home Depot or Sherwin-Williams, and they can color match that paint. Just don't dig real deep into the door to color match. You know what I mean? That's the only way you can do it. Why would a green light go out on a GFI outlet? That's because it tripped. Got something in the circuit's no good, faulty. You plug something in. That's the only reason why that red light would go off, or a green light. It means it's not good, bro. The ones I use, they snap and then there's a red light. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember. I think it's a red light, but it's real faint. Yeah, Randy Jones. That new guy, number 6, phenomenal. Dude is taking care of that side of the property or that side of the city. I never hear from him. We did have a discussion. What was it? I forget what it was about, but I've seen him at Lowe's once or twice. He's doing great. Like I said, he can call me 24/7. He's got a problem, but he's Johnny on the spot. His work orders are, not piling up or nothing like that. So yeah, he's working out great. The guy for the South property, though. Bye-bye. First rodeo. Yeah. Yeah, it's a rodeo, all right. What paint would I recommend for a bathroom? Always semi-gloss in a bathroom. Always. No. Use on your bathroom's interior. Never put exterior paint in a bathroom. Never put exterior paint in a house. Period. It has a very toxic smell to it, and it's not designed for the inside of a house. Just make sure, just semi-gloss it, and make sure your exhaust fan works properly. And run your exhaust fan when you're taking a shower. That pulls the moisture, because see, heat rises, moisture rises, right? So if your exhaust fan's on, it's going to pull the moisture out of the bathroom. And then when you're done shower, leave the door open so it can pull cool air into the bathroom, aka dry it out. Yeah, don't use exterior paint inside the house. Rob White, Monday was not too bad. A little stressful at first. The south side, I had an AC that needed to be charged and a bathroom sink leaking. And I was going to go there this morning because today was supposed to be like 77. And I get to the office and I'm looking over the work orders on my phone and stuff, talking to the boss, and I've got the same work order. I got a kitchen sink leaking, AC not shutting off, and a dishwasher all in the same apartment. I went in there and I couldn't fix the AC because it's too cold outside. And I replaced the drain assembly and the drain because it was all jacked sideways. So I'm like, why am I going to go south to take care of this problem down south when I've got the same problem here? So I went ahead and took care of my business first. And we'll get down there next week. Crazy. I don't get paid anything extra to go down there. I just feel bad for the lady. She's all by herself down there, the manager. What kind of video do you watch? What kind of videos do I watch? Favorite channels? I really don't have favorite channels. I subscribe to probably 150, 200 channels. And it's either got to do with tools, plumbing. I don't really follow anybody as far as home improvement goes. I watch them, but I don't follow them. You know what I'm saying? I am subscribed because they've done something neat in the past. If their video pops up, I'll watch it, but I don't like follow anybody. I like watching Just Work or Just HVAC Work. I like his videos. He's kind of cool. Let's see. I watch anything apartment maintenance. Me and Dave, apartment maintenance pro. Me and him we have each other's numbers. We call each other. I mean, we don't do it weekly. I'm just saying, we're in communication. Lex out of Florida or is down south. We're not that way, and then the other maintenance guy out in Arizona, I was just talking to him last week, and we were considering doing a live stream together. My thing is, I'm real technology smart-ish, but I have yet to figure out how to do a live stream with two people. Have two people on the screen. I haven't figured that out yet. So when I do, son, it's on, bro. I would love to have someone here with me, a guest person, someone to split the screen, someone to talk to. You guys can ask questions. I think that would be the bomb, but I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I'm trying. But yeah, I anything that's got to do with tools. I just found a new tool day before yesterday. Blew my mind. I didn't even know they made it. It's the Delta faucet cartridge removers, but it's for the pressure ones, the big ones. And you take the ring off, and then this screws on, and it's got 2 pins that go in there, and then you back it off, and it pulls. I'd never seen it, so I looked it up. It's $200. The guy's got the patent on it, so I mean, he can charge whatever he freaking wants because he's got the patent. No one else can make that. They can't even copy the design because that'd be infringements on the copyright. So good times, man. Good times. I wish the complex I lived in had work here. Yeah, I get that a lot. Poor maintenance people. I'm freezing AC. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see how I defrosted that AC? Was it last week? I filled my M12 sprayer. I filled it up with hot water and sprayed the coil. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. I thought that was kind of cool. It worked real good on refrigerator too. I don't have freezers that freeze up though. Let's see. Get rid of old tools. I pretty well keep them. Most of my tools, if my son needs a tool, I'll let him have it. But for the most part, I keep my old tools. I did have a crap ton of tools hanging up here on the wall and in the big cabinet over here. Let's see if I get this right. Nope, wrong way. That big cabinet there, I had a whole bunch of tools sitting in that, but they're all in the van now. I got to organize that van, man. It's going to be a mess. I don't make anything extra on the paint jobs. If that's what you're getting at, no, I don't make anything extra on it. I just the only reason why I buy any tools to do the job just because it's good content, and I'm lazy. What's up, Franny? Missouri. I've gone through that state 3 times, and I'll never go back through it. Crazy. Anyways, what's up, Fran? Appreciate you swinging by and saying hi. I haven't seen you make a comment for a while. But that's okay. Love you, channel. Water temperature control. Water is running. Change the cartridge. In the cartridge out of the bathroom. Still have issue. Do not know what to do. Okay, let me back up and read that again. Water temp changes when. Oh, yeah. That's a weird one, man. So you got 2 showers, and if you use water in another bathroom, the temperature changes in the first one. That shouldn't happen because they should have a temperature control. Basically, it's a flow control inside the controller for the faucet, the cartridge, and it shouldn't do that. Unless, I don't know, why would that be? I don't know. You have to look into something like that. But yeah, if you open up a valve and now you can get that issue if you're in the shower and someone flushes the toilet in the bathroom, because then all of the cold water shoots to the toilet and then the shower gets real hot. But they they pretty well fixed that with the new cartridges. That kind of eliminates that issue, but you still get a little cool water. I'm not for sure really on that. Tony White. Appreciate that, Tony. Tony, weather's bad here in Missouri. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna get a little nasty tonight. Get some rains coming up from the south. Storms, tornadoes, and stuff. I just got off work, 4-hour AC unit. Tight. I told. I don't know why, regarding the GFI, I don't know why they would do that. I find some dumb stuff all the time, bro. I don't know why people do stuff like that, man. You know, they don't tighten up. It might have been in a big hurry. You know what I'm saying? Zuma, yeah, Zuma. I've got his phone number, man. We text, but he got really busy with his PMs, and I mean he's not making videos or nothing. I asked him, he said he was doing fine. So, well, he's a nice guy, man. I like Zuma. Zuma. Yeah, the guns are real. That's a 22, and that's a 9mm. They're real. I get a couple more out if you want to see it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a gun enthusiast. I just like to. I just bought that one. That's a 9mm. It folds in half. I bought it because I could put it in my bag if I wanted to. I don't know why. I carry a 9mm with me all the time. But I trust in God more than I trust in that gun. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any mice issues. Somehow it's getting maybe some. I don't have any mice issues, but I can tell you this: anything underneath the sink, even the smallest hole, if you put steel wool in the hole, that'll prevent them from getting in. Steel wool, it's like tinfoil to us. Put a piece of tinfoil in your mouth. It does the same thing for mice. Or you can take steel wool. If it's a bigger hole underneath the sink or somewhere like that, or behind the stove, always look behind the stove. Make sure your outlet for the stove is nice and tight. You can put steel wool if it's a bigger hole. Put steel wool and then foam spray that. The reason why is because the mice, if they try to chew through it, they'll get into that steel wool and freak out, and they'll leave it alone. Also, it'll prevent other bugs from getting in. Canadia's in the house. I'm just messing, man. Lady's boiler took a dump. Yeah. Boilers are fun. Now, are you talking water heater or are you talking boiler? Because a lot of people call water heater boiler, and that depends on where you're at. If you're up in New England and stuff like that, they call them boilers. I had somebody say that to me the other day. Who was that? That's also like my son. He works for Roto-Rooter, which is the drain cleaning company. Um, and him and his cousin, they call, we call it a faucet, shower faucet. Well, they call it a mixing valve. Okay. Call it purple. I don't care. It's to each his own. Yeah, the water line, that could be another good one too. On the faucet there, changing temperature and stuff. That could be a problem too, that your incoming water line is half inch. Um, Normally, if you have an issue where you can get into the wall and change out your lines, if you run 3/4 feed and then step down to half inch going to the faucet, you know what I mean? That will prevent your temperature fluctuation too. But that's a big job. That's a big job. Auto value went offline. I don't know what that's about. I don't do Discord, Tony. What it is there's an app, okay, I can download on my phone and on the computer. Actually, it's on the computer. So what I do, it's a really simple process. What I do is when I want to invite somebody, then it gives me a link to send to that person. So when I send that link to the person and they open that link on their phone or on their computer, it automatically will put them on the screen, right? That's not a problem. My problem is trying to figure out how to do the split screen. I that's what I've been trying to figure out. Me and Dave, we did a test run on it once, and I was using my cell phone, and I could see everything on the computer on my end, but I couldn't hear. I could hear him on the computer, but I couldn't hear him on the phone. So the two of us were like, we'll figure it out later. Because we're not worried about doing a split screen, but I would love to do that. I would really, really, really love to be able to do that because that gives you guys more, it's more of an interaction with two people at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's not just one person sitting running his mouth. Anyways, I'll work on that. I promise that. Do I close out my own work orders on my property? Yeah. Okay. So I have the app on my phone for everything. I clock in and out, my lunches, mileage, all that stuff is on there. Just one click, done. My work orders, because I see all 4 properties, I open up the work orders, and from the dashboard on the phone, I can do anything. I can see the management, conversation with the tenant. I have all the tenant's information, cell phone, all that stuff. The last time they paid the rent, all that stuff. So when I get done with a work order, yeah, I can close that out, but I can also send the tenant a text message saying I've completed your work. But if I don't do that, the system automatically sends them an email when I close out the work order. So the tenant, as long as they're paying attention, they know when the work order was done. So yeah, it's a pretty cool setup, but apparently we're switching companies on that, and that's going to sometime next month or 2 months from now. I don't know. That'll be a whole that'll be a whole basket case right there, man. PEX A or PEX B? I will take PEX A every freaking day of the week because I was around when PEX B hit the freaking stores. When you could go to Lowe's and you could buy the stuff and the rings and it was all that in a bag of chips. Because here in Dayton back in the O's, the crackers were just crack addicts. They would go around stealing all the freaking copper, all these vacant houses. So we got real good at putting PEX tubing in real quick. And I used to use the crimp rings, and I had a handheld ratchet. You slide the ring on there, and it, you know, it not the steel ring. My bad. It was the I don't even know what they're called now. It was a little ring that had an edge on it. So you put your hand crimper on those two little fingers and mash it, and it pulled kind of like a pipe clamp on a car, hose clamp, kind of like that, but it would just mash it. I don't know what they're called. That's been years since I used that. But now that I have that ProPress, they make a kit, a jaw kit for doing those compression rings. I'm like, why would I want to do that? I have the PEX A gun and the fittings. The PEX A, the difference between PEX A and PEX B is PEX A, you have better water flow. There's no restriction in the fittings. That's the reason why you're swelling the pipe up to put the fitting in there, versus the other way around, So, I'd go PEX A. Boiler heat loop. Oh, okay. Bulldog heat pump? Never heard of it. It must be in Canada. I'm just joking, man. I'm just playing, bro. And are those 22-hour? I don't know that question. Aw, appreciate that, man. I appreciate the heads up or the little love there, man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Can you give us a quick rundown on how you deal with keeping up with work orders when you are swamped? It's two of us at 150 unit complex stressed out. I am so sorry to hear that, man. Really am. 150 units and there's two of you and you're stressed out over work orders. That's got to be a basket show complex. That's got to be a rough one. Best advice I can give you is this. Say you go in the morning, I don't care how many work orders are. We're just going to take the first 20 or 10 and you prioritize them. Which one's more important? Which is causing more damage? Which is more important? Okay. Lay them out. Say you have 5 of them that are plumbing issues, that are leaks, and 2 are securities. Those are your higher priorities. Everything else is BS. Okay. So then you want to take your work orders that are damage causing, such as plumbing, lay those out and figure out what's causing the most problems. Is it a water leak, like underneath the sink, or is it a running faucet? Running faucet is going to take more priority than a drip underneath the sink because you can throw a bowl under that and go. Your water running is more important because it's, 1, costing the property money. 2, it can cause a problem, a massive problem. So that's how I would prioritize my work orders. At 150 units, there's 2 of you. You should have no problem being able to knock out 20 work orders a day. No problem. Stressed out, it depends on what's stressing you out about it. Is it your coworker? Is it your supervisor? Is it your boss? Is it the tenants? You know, need a little bit more info on that one. Tell me what's stressing you out about it. Is it dealing with the tenants? Is it not knowing how to fix something when it comes to work orders? Because we can work on those things. You know, we can sit down and we can figure this out real quick for you. So if you give me a little bit more feedback on that. Yeah, I'm painting there, bro. Maintenance. What's up, bro? I saw you made a comment the other day on my video. I'm not really. The painter rubbed me the wrong way for the last time. And I tell all my contractors, well, they're not my contractors, but I tell all the contractors, if you rub me the wrong way enough times, I will do the work to spite you to get rid of you. So that's what the painter did. He rubbed me the wrong way one too many times. Got in my face one too many times. So I just went out and bought me a sprayer. And I can paint. I love to paint. You know, the one I've been working on though, that was a different bag of chips there. That had some massive smoking problems in there. But I'm actually getting ready to paint an apartment next week. It's a real easy one, in and out. But see that eliminates him from the job. See, I don't have to deal with him. Yeah, I know. I can only do what I can do, and that's what I do. I don't stress myself out, man. I come in and whatever work orders there is, I prioritize them, and I prioritize my turn work or repairs that I need to do, and just go from there. I go home at lunch and I take me a nap. I go back and I do my work and I go home. I clock out at 5 o'clock. I don't care. I don't own this place. I get paid by the hour. You know what I mean? So at 5 o'clock, man, I clock and walk. Unless there's a massive problem somewhere, but then it becomes an on-call issue. Matt, your question about the drywall screw amount, drywall cutting. Drywall saw. No, I don't do that much drywall work. I mean, I repair drywall, but I don't I don't hang a lot of drywall. I did in that one because that had mold growing in a wall, and I can't live with that. You know, I can't turn a blind eye to that. So yeah, I think it was on. It only ended up being 3 sheets of drywall. It looked like a lot, but it wasn't. It was only 3 sheets. But yeah, the dust collector. I usually will run the shop vac while I'm cutting something. I wear a mask most of the time, you know. That's cool. Yeah, I watch a lot of apartment videos too. So you got your job there, huh? Was it Mark? You got your job in apartment maintenance, huh? That's cool. Got a 1 BR painting. Oh, bedroom, 1 bedroom. That's pretty good. I don't know if you maintenance. I don't know if you saw that video about me painting that apartment or not. You probably have. But I painted it in a nutshell. It was about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours for all the painting, the trim, the ceiling, the walls, doors, everything. It's about an hour and a half. But there was a lot of I got to go do this real quick, and I can never. I'm not the type of maintenance where I'm just in one one thing all day. I've always got to stop here, go pick this up, check on that. Then I'm in an apartment. So me turning or upgrading an apartment, it may take a month. Not to turn one, but to do like an upgrade-ish. It takes a while. We have 3 full-time and 1 part-time tech for 300 and oh my gosh, that's a big complex, man. 3 full-timers, okay, that's good. Yeah, that's a good way to break that down about the maintenance guys. You have 3 full-time and 1 part-time for 332 apartments. Technically, the industry standard is 1 maintenance guy for 150 units. Just saying. I have 198. And it's not all in one place either. Which is funny because of 1, 2, 3, 4 properties. I'm the only one who has as many apartments as I do, and I have time to go help at other complexes. I just thought that was funny, man. You know. I appreciate that, man. A little pat on the back. I appreciate that. Watching a lot of videos helps tremendously. Yep. Yeah, I watch a lot of stuff because every day you need to learn something. Learn something every day. I learned something the other day about dishwasher. I didn't know that. What? What do you mean to fill hoses on the side of it? I guess I just never paid attention. You know what I mean? I just never knew that that's where the water came in at, was that little bucket on the side. Like, why would you do it? Anyways, learn something new every single day, man. I don't really like ceilings. That's why I bought the sprayer, and I don't like trim work. Painting it. That's why I bought the sprayer. I don't want to want to roll because I got an issue with my elbow now. And it sucks getting old, man. That's cool. Got 115. That's cool. 2-tower retirement living. So there on your retirement living senior apartments, you got a bunch of old cranky people there, don't you? I have 90, so I feel better. That's funny. Well, I've been at complexes that had like 80 units, and they just wear you down, just freaking wear you out. 80 units, can't keep up. That's what the South property has. They have 88 units, and you can't catch up because it's Section 8, and they tear the freaking place up. I literally, dude, almost every work order that's outstanding on that property is all water issues. Do you work on swimming pools? No, I don't do. I used to. I worked at a couple of different complexes, and I ended up being the pool babysitter. I can work on them, clean the filters and backwash and all that stuff. I'm just not pool certified. I don't work on them. I'll maintain them, make sure nobody gets sick. Yeah, I get that about the washer. I get stuff like that all the time. You down there, it's horrible. Oh my gosh, man! I had a work order. The lady called the office, screaming, crying about her toilets running nonstop. I go in her apartment. I can't find anything wrong with anything. There's no water running anywhere because I take a flashlight and I shine inside the bowl. I check the water level in the tank first, and then I check to make sure that there's no water movement in the bowl. And if there's no water movement, then you ain't got no leak. 300 units, one supervisor, 2 techs on the whole show. That's a good property, man. That's good, Hector. That's good property. It's running smooth. You know, everybody knows his job. That's good. That's real good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care much for hot tubs. CBA. I'm just gonna call you Art. CB Art. Anyways, there's another one. Some people like to complain. Man, we get that all day. So my sewage backup, that's an old Betty. Okay. She put in a work order this morning. She even sent the office an email about the sewage backup in her apartment, and she had the nuts to write in her complaint to the office. She couldn't find the emergency on-call number, and I'm like, "You're lying," because she called me twice on a Saturday. This was a month ago. So I get there, and it wasn't even backed up, man. She had a little spot of water on the floor. I swear you not, bro. Maybe 2 ounces of water. I mopped it up. That's good, Rich. Going into commercial building maintenance. That's very wise, man. Very wise. Very wise. Always learn something. When you get to the point where you think you know it all, you about to hit a roadblock, bro. You know, because I've dealt with people like that where you try to explain something to them and they automatically, oh, yeah, I know. Well, if you knew, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Get it? But if somebody comes at me with, this, that, or the other thing, I'm like, really? Okay. Because I listen. You got to be willing to listen to people, not just cut them off like you're smarter than everybody else. I've had people say that to other people about me, that I'm a know-it-all. No, I just know more than you. That was fun, man. Yeah, Mike, I got issues like that. Not here, thank God, but at the other property. I mean, dude, they just throw trash right on the ground and won't even take it. You know, people lately, man, they've just. It's like they've lost all. I don't know what it is. It's like society's really starting to break down bad. Yeah, she's chewing on a bone. Ain't that right, Stellar? She's chewing on a bone. Is you chewing on a bone, Stellar? Come here, Stellar. Come up here, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. American Way Handyman Services. Yeah, that's a lot, man. 380 across properties, 2 properties. Yeah, that's no manager. Well, that's what a lot of you guys don't know what the situation that I'm in here. Okay. Is that my manager's been here for like 7, 8 years. She's gone through a half a dozen maintenance guys. And then I start here and I'm like, look, you take care of the office. I take care of everything else, you know? And that's just how we flow together. If I need parts, I just go get it, or we order it like bulk stuff. We order like filters and stuff like that. It's kind of hard. I can't order like bulk, like toilet flaps. Just for instance, I don't have toilet flaps, but just for instance, I can't order bulk toilet flaps because I'm at 4 different properties. So if I ordered, say, 50 toilet flaps, then she's got to split that bill up over 4 properties. Well, the other property doesn't even have toilet flaps. So it's not, you can't justify it that way, So it's a lot of running to Lowe's, but in the long run, it costs the property more money, but I can't, like for instance, I don't have one thing that always happens. You know what I mean? Kitchen faucets breaking. I don't have that problem. I do have the sprayers. They will jam up. That's a faulty sprayer, but I'll replace those quite a few times. I'll probably replace 10 in the last 6 months, you know. So yeah, stuff like that I could bulk order, but anyways, I don't know where I was going with that one. Yeah. Yeah, we all need to learn something every day. Um I do a lot of research on tools because I'm always looking for a tool to make my job easier. Like that new pack out that I'm going to pick up probably tomorrow. It's the big toady, the big 38-inch tote. I'm going to get it to be able to load up all the painting supplies and tools and stuff into one box. That way I can roll it from and just drop it and go, versus having that stuff scattered out all over the place. So I took 3 months for. I don't know the beginning of the question. It took 3 months for the head maintenance guy. I've been helping. Maybe kind of clarify that a little bit. I'm not for sure, bro. Watching the troubleshooting on plumbing issues and their decision on how to resolve the problem. Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, hey, I don't know if you guys saw that little spot about down there at the south property where I got that cartridge, that Delta cartridge out, and it had all the hard water on the inside build up, and that was one of the hardest problems about replacing those is you can't get them out, and then there's all that hard buildup on the inside, and I'm like, there's no way to get in there to clean that hardness off without scoring the wall. Well, you can't score the wall because you do that, then it's going to leak, or the water's not going to. You know what I'm saying? So I was at Home Depot, and they have that little Milwaukee Dremel, and I thought, well, dude, that's perfect because you can get the little Dremel attachments and get in there and not. I didn't use a sanding disc. It was like a wire wheel, and that's what I was able to get into the little holes and hone all that stuff out and get all that hardening out. And the new cartridge, like brand new, bro. I taught myself something new. Also, because that's not my property, so I don't deal with those a lot. But I do see a lot of work orders about drippy faucets. And like I said, you learn something new every day. I just figured out today, well, technically a couple of days ago, but anyways, that you can take that Delta faucet apart, the cartridge, that pressure one, you can take it apart and replace all the little washers in there. I'm like, oh, I just saved that property a bunch of money because those cartridges are like $45 a piece, and it's very limited supply at Home Depot. It's like I just saved the property a bunch of money. Big Nate, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. What are you doing, Steph? Short story. I do a job for a maintenance guy of a company that owns a jailhouse house. He didn't know. That's cute, man. That's cute. Just gonna call you for the job, man. That's cool. Yeah, it's kind of like second job. I don't like to do side work, man. No, I do not give free rent. That's old school, man. I pay about 50% rent. I mean, I like to pay something. So my rent's $400 a month. That's what I pay is $400 a month. I appreciate that, Carl. I appreciate it. Really do, man. Look at you, Rich. Thank you, man. Really, thanks. I appreciate it. What's up, Philip? I was wondering if you was going to pop in there tonight. Philip's a long-time subscriber. He's been with me for a long time. Nate's the man. I think if I remember correctly, Philip, he always comments on my videos. He's a good guy. Seems to be. I don't know him personally, but I appreciate him being a long-term subscriber. What's up, Dave? Hampton. I really do appreciate that, Rich. I really do, man. I actually work at it. Yep, you got to keep them basic plumbing skills in your head. Of course, everything nowadays has changed up quite a bit, but you always keep the basics, man. Rich. Mr. Bill. I really appreciate that, man. How do you get On your question, my experience, I've been doing this for 32 years. I started out in rooming houses when I was 19, 20 years old ish. The rooming houses were really, really like you're 3 days from being on the curb, kind of. That's your last place you're going to live, bro. You know what I mean? You're that broke that you got to live in a rooming house, and then you get people in there that don't. Anyways, so the people I was working for, they didn't care what I did as long as I did something, fixed it. So I took that opportunity at a young age to learn how to do plumbing repairs. An old man on Main Street had Main Hardware. I would go in there with a question about something, and he would tell me how to fix it. And that's how I learned how to fix old school plumbing, where you could take the stuff apart and replace the little seals and springs and put it back together. You know, he explained to me, this is before YouTube, bro. That he would explain to me how, stuff is supposed to be. So when I would find something that was busted up, I would take it apart and fix it. But I'm always learning. I'm always wanting to learn more, a better way of doing stuff, faster way of doing it, more efficient way of doing something. Yeah, there's stuff that I'll do that there is a better way of doing it. Okay. If there is, I'll do it that way. It may not work for me, but I'll give it a shot, like drywall mud. The only time I ever use bucket mud is if I'm texturing a ceiling. That's it. I never use bucket mud. I always use powder mud because I can make it up to the consistency I want it to be. And I think it dries pretty quick. So that way I can do the job faster, I'll bet explain that a little bit. Appreciate the $10 there, buddy. Coco Puffer. I appreciate it. I really, you guys are the best subscribers I could ever ask for, man. You guys are really cool. A lot of you guys have been around for a while, and I really, bottom heart, I really appreciate it. I wish I could afford to send every one of you a sticker, but that would get really expensive real quick. So, but I'll send you love, man. I send you love and a daily prayer, because I pray for you guys every day. All my subscribers. I don't know your names, but I'll pray for you. No problem, Coco. I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate you. Ron White, do I get along with corporate management? No. I get along with everybody. My regional comes in all the time. My regional calls me. Hey, man, can you take care of this? No problem. Politeness goes a long way with me. Real long. But besides corporate, my regional manager, anybody above her, I dislike. Corporate, they don't care. They don't care about us. All they see is numbers. Why is this vacant? Why is it taking this long? That's all they care about. They don't know what we do every day. My regional knows what I'm doing. Oh, that's cool. You learned how to hang a cabinet, huh? Off watching my video. Yeah, the jack makes life easier, but you can also get you a 1x4 piece of pine, measure up from the countertop on the wall, find your studs, just shoot you a couple screws. You don't need a lot of screws, just a couple screws to hold that board up. Bam. Set your cabinet on that lip, push against the wall. Now you know your studs are. You can run it through your cabinet. Good to go. There's always an easier way. You don't have to have a fancy cabinet jacked up, but you might want to get you some clamps, cabinet clamps, if you're hanging cabinets, because that pulls the wood together and you can feel it, make sure it's the two pieces are flush, and then shoot screws through the, you know, that'd be some good advice there if you're hanging cabinets. There's always a cheaper way to do it. They even make those cabinet jacks that sit on the countertop, little hand crankers. You can preset your height, push your cabinet up on the wall, set that underneath there, and then you can micro adjust it. They're not bad. They're like $37 on Amazon. Pretty cheap. I saw them at Lowe's the other day for a set of them. They wanted $100 for them. I said, "You're out of your mind, bro. I can buy the same thing through Amazon for $30." I'll always find a way to get something I need. Oh, that's funny. I made you buy the wrong Pro Press. I didn't put that in your hand. I didn't put a gun to your head. I used a manual. My back's hurting. That's the reason why I'm moving around a lot. I used that hydraulic, man, for 6 years. I couldn't pass that up, man. I got that Milwaukee Pro Press for, what was it, $1,500? I couldn't pass that up, man. It was brand new. No, it wasn't stolen either, but that's the first thing in my head. I was like, that's stolen. What do I think about the Harbor Freight version of a pack out box? Never seen it. When it comes to tool storage, I don't look at Harbor Freight. I mean, if you want to use it, go for it, man. And there's always a cheaper way. Ryobi makes a set of pack out ish boxes. And then what's funny is I saw a video yesterday about that, and they were picking at it. The guy, someone made a comment about it, and he made his comment. He was like, "Yeah." So the Ryobi pack out boxes, they have the mail. They look like a logo. What do they call those? Little stack up toys, you know. He said, "Well, the Milwaukee's got an indent like a female." It's like, that's funny, bro. You know. Anyways, one's a male, one's a female. My buddy enjoyed working at other properties. Is your buddy enjoying working at other property? I don't have a buddy unless you're talking about number 6. He's doing phenomenal over there. Of course, I haven't seen his work. I just see his work orders disappear every day. You know, he's doing great. My acquaintance, a friend of mine, he's going to be doing contracting work. I didn't hire him. I just referred him to the job. And you guys will get to know him. I'll put him in videos because he's super cool. He's going to be doing some contracting work for us, these rehabs, and maybe some painting and stuff like that. He's a super cool guy. Yeah, those countertop jacks, they look pretty neat. But you can also get them. I think they're about the same style, and you can get them. They're smaller, and you can use them for like jacking up a door or refrigerator or leveling out a stove, stuff like that. I thought about getting a set of them, but I'm like, I get a little airbag that I'll stick underneath like the fridge or the stove if I've got to level it out. Little airbag I stick under and pump it up. It's like $20, and it just does what I need to do that micro adjustment. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, American Way Handyman Service. American Way. Sorry, I had some blur on the bottom of my glasses. I appreciate you swinging by and checking them out. And Godspeed, brother. That's cool, Phil. As long as I answered it and I'm not rambling. I think that's what they're talking about as far as that Harbor Freight box. I've never used one. What's up, Peter? I was about the Gen 3 M12. I've heard a lot of news about that, but I think I'm pretty well done with buying Milwaukee drills per se, because I get on to the rest of your stuff in a second. I heard this from a tool review video, and it was recent. It was just last week. And he said it like this: for everyday usage, fixing little things and repairs and whatnot, ever, DeWalt's your go-to. No problem. But if you want power, if you want a lot of get it done power, Milwaukee all day. And I'm like, that is exactly the truth. That's why I have a problem with Milwaukee drills, is because they were never built for doing what I do, which is minute adjustment. And that's why I have a problem with the trigger, is because when you pull the trigger just slightly, you just maybe just want to rotate that tip a little bit, it'll just take off. But DeWalt, it's a feather trigger. I can real slightly move that trigger. You know what I mean? So that really hit home when I heard him say that about Milwaukee and DeWalt. So, of course, I've never used anything else. It's always been DeWalt. I appreciate that, man. I'm your favorite channel. Appreciate it, man. God is good all the time, my man. All the time. Yeah, I got enough, bro. Did you guys catch that, man? That I lost my DeWalt screwdriver? I can't find, the long one. Can't find it anywhere. And someone made a comment about that I gave it to my son. No, that was the other one. That was the original one. I gave it to my son. But I don't know where it went, right? Yeah, I got enough tools, bro. I have an old matchbox case for all my screws. Oh my gosh. You imagine looking for the right screw. I need the 3-inch. I'm just messing with. Yeah, I've been going through my head the last 2 days regarding. Oh, I saw a video. Hold on, let me tell you this. Let me answer this question first. Joe, the bathtub refinisher, I think they charge about $350 to refinish the tub. They wear themselves out, bro. They wear themselves out. The last 2 tubs that they've done, they've had to come back. And they're out of Cincinnati, which is 70, 80 miles from here. So they drive all the way up here. They sand the tub down, they spray it, and then he has to come back again because I find flaws in the tub, whether it's run marks. This last one, there was a big, like a 1 foot by 1 foot section where there was he didn't even paint it. It was overspray. I'm like, that's not right. Yeah, they're and I did the research on doing the tubs myself. You're buying the stuff at Lowe's. It's not cost effective because they got to pay me my time. Plus, you got to do two coats, and it ends up being well over $300 for the good stuff to do two coats. So it's just not cost effective. Oh, I was going to tell you. So I saw this video. It's a shorty video, and this guy has the transfer pump, which is what I bought just a little while ago to suck the water out of water heaters, right? And the guy, I'd never even thought about it, and it will fit inside of one of the pack out boxes that, it looks like an ammo box, but it'll fit down in there. And he had two hoses in it. I'm like, oh my God, that's brilliant, man. Because I'm always worried about I don't want to leave it in the back of the van because I don't want anything, get damaged. But that's funny. So I got a little bit of stuff. I'm going to be rearranging. What's going on, Stanley? Let's keep it clean tonight, Stanley. Yeah, that's all I need. Well, hold on a second. Let me finish your question. All you need is just one more 12-volt fan. I thought about it. If you saw that video where I had the two fans and then the blower, I thought about that. But the problem is um, that was just an odd circumstances there, where I had that many small repairs going on. And that's the reason why I took the tape and paper off and I turned the heat on to dry that wall faster. But the problem is if I had maybe one more or maybe two, then I've got four fans in my van, you know. It's not cost effective to do that. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get one of the big fans. They're 200 and like $28 or something like that. The big M18 fan, because I could set that in the hallway and blow air down around it. Then again, that's another tool that's gonna be sitting around more than anything else. T Mac the plumber in the house, my brother. How you doing, man? Tell me, how you doing, brother? I haven't seen you for a while, man. Glazing still being done. I don't know. You have to you kind of blow that up a little bit. That question. What's up, Ray? That's good times, my man. Cody Combs, you little Everybody say hi to Cody Combs. That's my son. By the time you got on here, I tried to get my boy to come up here and do this live with me, but no. Love you, brother. Love you, little man. I love my boy. He sent me a picture today of some jacked up plumbing. I was like, wow, I can't believe that's freaking working, man. That's crazy. Yeah, that'd be nice if Milwaukee was sponsoring. But the problem is I checked on that and they're out for the year. For next year. They've already, did their bidding and stuff for advertising for next year. So I have to wait another year, and that's fine because that gives me the opportunity to kind of fine tune some other things I was thinking about doing. So I can't do anything with Milwaukee. It'd be nice if the regional for Milwaukee would get a hold of me, but found my channel yesterday, Jess. What's up? What's up? Welcome aboard, man. I'm all about breaking it and sending it down the road. T Mac. Yep. Everybody say hi to Cody. Look, see, my peoples are saying hi to my boy. Got you, man. Oh, let's see what's up. Have you had? That's funny. Yeah, my day wasn't too bad. Wasn't too hateful. I had a lot of just don't go there, go do this. You know what I mean? We got balance your day out. Like I was saying earlier in the video or earlier in this live stream was I was supposed to go south property and do some work, but I ended up having the same issues here versus south property. And I'm like, why am I going to leave here to go fix that when I got the same problem here? You know what I mean? That's not my property, but I'm just kind of overseeing it, you know. So next week it's going to be crazy. I've got to get a whole bunch of stuff done in a real short amount of time because the new guy for the south property starts on is it the 5th or 6th? Let me see real quick. He starts on the 6th, which that gives it a whole week where that property's not going to have any maintenance except for me because I'm the only one that's volunteering to go down there. That makes no sense, man. Makes no sense why nobody else will go down to help out. Crazy, man. What do you mean? We always work alone. I've learned over the years I can never depend on anybody to do the work, so I just did it myself. So for me, I prefer to be by myself because I can prioritize things better. You know what I mean? Now, if I was at a property and there was another maintenance guy, that'd be great. Hey, man, what are you really good at? What do you really like to do? Let's split it. You know, you do this, I'll do this. You know, then we teamwork the rest. Have I ever tried to knock off batteries for DeWalt? I know I will not buy a knockoff battery for DeWalt or Milwaukee. Here's the reason why. When I first started getting into Milwaukee tools, the 12 volt, the batteries are they're expensive. They're crazy expensive, right? So I found on Amazon there was a guy there was a person selling a 4-pack for like $80. And I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah. So I ordered the batteries, got them in, and only one would work. And it only worked for like 2 days and it wouldn't take a charge. The other 3 wouldn't even, you plug them in, they wouldn't even charge. Just red light on you. So I tried to send them back and they wouldn't let me send them back. So now I've heard a couple horror stories about knockoff batteries from Amazon. Those lithium batteries, man, you got to watch bud on those things, man, because they'll burn your house down. If they get water in them, they can actually blow up. I mean, they like a firecracker, you know, you start boom. You did it, YouTube it. They burn your house down. So yeah, you got to watch about them knockoff batteries, man. I know it's expensive to buy name brand, but at least you get to, even though on Amazon it may say DeWalt, that doesn't mean it's a DeWalt. That's the other thing you got to watch. That's the reason why if I'm going to buy a tool, like a drill or something like that, a Milwaukee or a DeWalt or whatever, I will always go to somewhere like Home Depot and order it. Or what is the other place? There's another tool company I order stuff through, but at least I know it's a reputable company versus Amazon knockoff. because you can get DeWalt and name brand tools on Amazon, and they're actually either return damaged that have been refurbished, or they're knockoffs. So you got to watch yourself when it comes to buying stuff on Amazon. Get what you pay for, man. No, T-Mac about the property management paying for my tools. No. You know how long it took me to get them to buy me a brand new drain snake? 6 months. Crazy. This is going to go a little left to center, but I'll explain this to you. Yeah, seems too good to be true. Yeah, that's why they burn your house down. Okay, property management companies work like this. So they're in a company. Here's the owner. Okay, so they strike a deal with the owner to manage the property. Okay, so during the working of the wording and the contract between the two, they budget the property for X number of hours of employment for their employees, parts guesstimated, and miscellaneous expenses such as lawn care, construction, whatever. So they have a budget. Management company has a budget to work with per property. So the manager's job is to constantly be eyeballing the budget. Keep the revenue coming in. Make sure everybody's paying the rent. If they don't, evict them, blah, blah, blah. Always watching the hourly employees, work orders being done, stuff like that, okay? So when it comes to purchasing a tool for the property, the manager has to go to the regional, which has to go to the owner or corporate to get permission for the tool to be purchased. But I don't like waiting around. I just go buy my own damn tool, And the thing was, if I buy a tool, it's for my benefit, not for their benefit, But yeah, property management companies, and then they'll give you a bunch of grief about buying the tool. You need a $200 tool to do the job to save the company $1,000. They will ask you to find a $150 tool to do the same job. That's just how it is. So then you get employees, maintenance, saying, I'm not making enough money. And they'll give you a 50-cent raise every year, guarantee, right? Well, the only way that you will ever be able to make good money at apartment complex or apartment company is work for somebody for a year, get your feet in, and search for another job at another company, bigger complex. You never go smaller when you try to make more money because they will never, that budget's not in it for X number of dollars an hour. They can only afford to pay this much. You know what I mean? So once you get into a property, say you go to bad property and they've been shelling out, just for instance, say they've been shelling out $10,000 for the year for HVAC repairs because the maintenance before you did no HVAC. Well, now they're going to pay you $1 more because you can do HVAC. Okay, so you get in there and you're working at that company, but Now they don't have to shell out the $10,000 every year for HVAC repair, but they pay you $1 an hour. Do the math on it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of that year, you can go back to them and say, okay, I have saved you $10,000 this year doing HVAC. I would like a raise of X dollars. Of course, they're going to fight you on it, but at least you have a standing ground where you can use that to leverage to get more pay. But if they come back and say, well, we won't give you $1 an hour, we'll give you 75 cents. Okay, they met you halfway. You know, as long as you're getting along with management, you know what I mean? So that's kind of a nutshell on basically how the properties work. Any advice trying to stand out? Okay. Let me put this in a nutshell. Yeah, I'll get back to you in just a second. The organizing of the van, that's a mess right now. We're going to work on it next week, though. It's all in pack out. All my tools are in pack outs, if that helps right now. Okay. So back to the question regarding maintenance interview, finding it hard to stand out in my area. If you can do basic maintenance is fixing and repairing daily. A door's not shutting right. A sink drain is leaking. A light bulb needs fixed. Stuff like that. The only way you can stand out in that area is to learn more. Okay. Learn HVAC. If there's a common problem, find a better solution to the way they're doing it. Okay. So that makes you stand out a little bit in their eyes that, hey, man, this guy's really a smart character. You know what I mean? But if you're looking to make more money and you're not feeling it where you're at, best thing I can do to tell you is make that resume look the best you can, look for another job. Because apartment complexes are like ex-girlfriends. Everybody's got one. You know what I'm saying? The other thing about maintenance is that your skill set is really important. Okay. What you can bring to the table. But the other more important thing is your personality. When you meet the manager, the hiring manager, your personality will stand out above everything. Your skill set that's on paperwork, they've already looked over that 5 times before you ever got there, right? And they will consider your skill set too. But if you come across as being cocky as crap and you're better than everybody else, or you come in and you stink, or you're not kept, or you're late to the interview, you didn't get the job. Guarantee it. I have passed up more people for at an interview just because they were a minute late. I swear you not, bro. If you can't be on time or early for an interview, don't even bother showing up. Well kept, not being pretty boy. I'm just saying, well kept. Have a very, very positive attitude when you're talking with the manager, because 90% of the time it's a female, and they're all about looks. I swear you not, bro. You better have a real good personality if you ain't a pretty boy. Me, I ain't got neither one of those traits. I'm just real damn good at fixing stuff. That's why, at my age, that's why I'm real good at what I do, because I'm too young, I'm too old, and too messed up to go look for another job. I'm just joking, man. You got to keep it lively. Anyways, tool don't get paid by management unless you get a good HOA. Yeah. I kind of agree and disagree with that, but the other thing is that apartment maintenance, kind of chiming off what Doug said. Doug, the thing about apartment complexes, man, they're not going to go out and buy you a $200 DeWalt drill. Nope, not going to do it. They expect you to come in with your own hand tools. Anything besides that, the property should already have. Like, for instance, when I started here, they didn't have any HVAC equipment. No pump down. That they did have a recovery tank, but they no hoses, no gauges, no scales, no nothing. So I brought that to the table. Of course, I make good money, but apartment complexes, man, they don't want to spend that money on tools. South property, no, they don't have anything down there either. They got a whole bunch of portable air conditioners though. That's a joke. Mondo, oh, are you the lead? I'm the lead in my world. God's my lead. No, I'm the only one here. I'm the unofficial maintenance supervisor, regional supervisor. It's not written down, but they treat me like that. Like I'm the regional maintenance supervisor. I do all the interviews for all the properties, for all the new maintenance guys. But it always comes down to the manager on who they hire. So in the regional, pack out makes sense always. To keep in the van, truck, or all times. When it comes to pack out, I prefer pack out because it's just more organizable and it locks in. Like I have 3 parts bins. They're all stacked on top of each other, right? But none of the latches are latched. So when I pull out the drawer in the van, if I know that I need, a wire fastener from the second bin, I just reach down and get a hold of it, the second handle and the top handle, and open both of them at the same time. I can get what I need and set it back down because that's just really convenient working with that stuff. I like them a lot. What up, William? Specialty tool only? Yeah, maybe. No. Yeah, maybe. Like if I were to leave here and they hired another guy, HVAC guy, and he said, "Hey man, I need a vacuum pump, a scale, and a recovery machine," they would have to buy that for the property because I own my own equipment. It's up top. That's that's funny. When you put the tools in your apartment, they knew you were staying. I moved my tools over here to my apartment because um, I wasn't too worried about people breaking in and stealing my stuff, but I wanted to keep my stuff secure. Plus, I could put it on the wall if I wanted to, and you know. But that's when I had the truck and the Kia. So now I got the van, and everything's shoved in the van. So yeah, you would think that I had a lot of people make comments about me moving my shop into my apartment. Blah 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 blah. I don't hang out here. You know, this is all for looks, man. This is my studio. I get a shelf over here. It's got all kinds of camera equipment, stuff like that on it. This stuff over here is stuff I took out of the shop, but this is not. I don't hang out in here. I spend more time in my life on this computer doing video editing than anything else. I'll set stuff in here, but that's about it. I appreciate that, Pete. Um, right now, as far as how many properties I take care of, right now, where I'm at right now, it's well, no, they just refinanced the property, so now it's one property. It used to be two. It's one now. And then there's another property on the other side of the highway that I take care of. That's got about 40 plus units there. And then because they fired the other guy at the other property, south property, that's got 88 units. Oh, don't be goofy, bro. It just zoomed in on me. I think my camera's getting hot. Hold on, man. Let me zoom this thing out. Well, check normal. I can't get the zoom out on it. It won't zoom. Anyways, it's 11 o'clock. I'll answer one more question. We got to take off. I don't know why I just did that. What? I'm trying to get it to. There it goes. There we go. The camera's getting hot. Anyways, that was a little too close for comfort. Ever have an argumentative tenant? Oh yeah, I've about come to blows a couple times with tenants. Yeah, I've had a couple, you know, face to face. I had one. I had trespass off property. I thought she was going to try to get me for harassment. Back to my question. Technically, I only have to take care of two properties. That's how I get 198 units. I was overlooking or overseeing, aka maintenance, for 5 properties, and I was about 400 units there for about a month. Yeah, man cave. Yeah, if I had a TV on this wall, I'd call it a man cave. Thermal detector. That is a. I can't tap it. Oh, if you will ask that question on a video, any one of my newer videos, just make a comment about thermal camera, and I'll remember who you are, and I'll put your link on that. I started out with a Klein. It was an inexpensive one. I got, I think I bought it at Johnstone's, and it cost like $200 some dollars. The one I got now is much, much better, and that was sent to me through a company. And I can probably get you a discount on it, but it's like $300. The one that clicks on my phone. My gosh, that thing's amazing. Amazing. And you'll find a water leak in the wall real quick. And you can chase it down where it's at in the wall. It's pretty neat. Yep, time flies by, bro. It's already been 2 hours. You believe that? We've been on here 2 hours. Mr. Phillip, I appreciate you, brother. T-Mac, just working. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I wanted to say that real quick before I forget, because it is getting late. Pete, appreciate you, man. I know you're a new subscriber. I really appreciate you. Every one of you guys. There's T-Mac Psalms 18:3. Always good word from Mr. T-Mac. Bless, wonderful weekend, brother. You too, just working, man. I really appreciate it. Just working. Hey, you guys go check him out. Just working HVAC. He's on Instagram. Check him out. Dude, a solid guy, man. Solid guy. He helped me out. Of course, he called me. We shot the breeze for a while, and then I helped it. He helped me. I had a stupid question. Of course, I forget stuff, but super cool guy, man. Guys, check him out on Instagram, YouTube. I wish I had a link I'd send, but I don't know how to do the link, so I can doing the video. Top down. Now that's what it was. It was top down. That's the name of the thermal camera. But like I said, if you make a comment on one of my videos, then I can send you a link for Amazon, because that's where they sell the product at. I can send you a link for that and get you a discount on it. I appreciate you, Tool. Yeah, you got to watch them videos, man. You're at 95. That's pretty good. I think, what was the last one? 104 or something like that. Appreciate you, Pete. Anytime you got a question, man, just shoot me a comment. It don't matter what video it is. I always read all my comments. So if you ever have any questions or need anything, man, just hit me up. Hit me up. I'll do the best I can to answer your questions. Cleveland. That's rough up there, bro. Cleveland. My old YouTube account is no more. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I've seen, just so you know, I've seen a lot of maintenance channels, apartment maintenance channels. They'll pop up, be posting videos, and then disappear. Like, there was one guy, me and him were back and forth and talking. And he was down in Tennessee. I think that's where he was at. And he just bleep, gone. I don't know what happened to him. And then there's a maintenance guy. He was on here earlier. Anyways, I try to do a good channel for you guys. What is that dog doing? What are you doing, Steph? What are you doing? Looked like she was scratching her butt on the floor. East side, especially East Cleveland. Yeah. 94. Don't buy any tools off Amazon. Name brand. DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, Ryobi. I don't care. Don't buy it off Amazon. It's always a return tool that has been refurbished, or they're a knockoff. Period. But most of the time, they will be a return tool that has been sold by the manufacturer and then has been refurbished and then resold. and there's always something wrong with them. It's always minute. Oh, it'll work. It'll work. But there's always something not right about it, you know. Like I said, if you want a solid tool with a warranty, go through Home Depot. The Acme Tools. There's Ohio Power Equipment. Those guys, they have a YouTube channel and they show the tools. You know, they're good guys too. I watch them when they come out with the girl and the guy. They always make those videos about the tools, joke around with each other. It's kind of funny. I think it's Ohio Power Equipment. I think it's what it's called. Yeah, maintenance YouTube. It's an all day job, bro. The career in apartment maintenance, and I'd rather do apartment maintenance than be a contractor. I've done both, right? The reason why is because apartment maintenance, I clock out at 5 o'clock, go home, I get paid for the day. Being a contractor, you got to hustle that dollar. You can never let up. You're always chasing the freaking dollar. So, perfect example: contractors, they got paid X dollar. Let's just say they got paid $4,000 to flip an apartment. Okay. It took them 40 days to flip that apartment. Knew everything, you know, tub, bath, sinks, kitchens, lights, everything. Two guys in there. It took them 60 days, 70 days, whatever. They lost money. You know what I'm saying? They lost money. Because if you break that down by the hour that they worked on that apartment, they didn't make any money because they still got to pay taxes, insurance, liability, whatever, you know. So being an apartment maintenance, yeah, you're not going to make. Well, I mean, you can make really good money, but it's just not worth it for me anymore. I appreciate that, man. About the good word of the day. Yeah, I apologize. I was doing so good at doing them every single day, and then it just got real crazy and chaotic. And my mornings got real busy where I used to have that 20 minutes once I get to work that I really wouldn't do anything. So I would do the morning briefs in the shop and picking up trash and stuff. But I don't do that anymore. So it's what I ended up having to do is start doing it in the evening and add it to the video in the beginning, you know. So they got kind of chaotic. So I apologize for that, man. We'll get back into doing the good word of the day every day. I'll do better. I'll do better, man. Yeah, I would if you're looking at buying a tool, $246. What tool are you looking to buy? If it DeWalt, Milwaukee, whatever. If you're looking to buy a tool, man, I would seriously always go to Home Depot, Milwaukee, or you can also order if they don't have it. You can also order it through. I forgot Ohio Tools. What was the other one? Anyways, you can always order it, get a warranty on it, and they ship it to you. You know, or you can just go pick it up. What's up, Chris? Good seeing you a bit. Doing all right, man? You're at the very end, man. I'm about to close up shop. I've been on here for 2 hours, Chris. Oh, our power tools. Yeah. They're. I love those two, man. They funny. They funny. But they're honest though, man. They'll go over any tool. Craftsman, Ryobi, Milwaukee, Porter Cable. They go over any tool. They don't care. You know. They do some good, cool tool giveaways too. I like those guys a lot. I just came across another channel that they're basic for mechanics, but they do a lot of tool reviews for Milwaukee. I forget what that one is. That's pretty cool, guys. It was a Milwaukee M12 fuel 2.9 3/8 light jet. Yeah. I would just save yourself a lot of headache, man. And at least if you go to Home Depot and get it, or you can order it online. You can order anywhere in the United States at Home Depot, man. That 2 days, dude, it's to you. If you can't go to Home Depot. But I would definitely suggest go to Home Depot to get those M12 because if you look online, you can also get a better deal. A lot of the times you'll get the two impact or the ink impact and the drill. You get a really good deal on that. Or you can mix match that with a Sawzall or something else. You can always get a really good deal on those because that's where I buy all my Milwaukee tools too is Home Depot. They always have the stuff. They may not have it in the store, but you can always order it. You too, brother. VP, I appreciate you, man. That's funny. I put you in a great mood, huh? That's funny. Chris, man, I appreciate you guys. Hey, I'm gonna get off here, man. I've been on there for almost 2.5 hours. My back's killing me sitting in this chair. So let me pray for you guys real quick. Send you off with a good God blessing. I really appreciate every single one of you guys, man. You guys are the best. I couldn't ask for better subscribers. I really couldn't. You guys are really super cool. Let's pray about today. Father God, I thank you for this day. I thank you for the time that I get to sit and talk to my subscribers. Father God, I pray a special blessing on them today. I pray that you'd open their mind. I pray that you would bless their steps, guide their hands and their eyes to know thy will for your day, for this day. I pray this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. God bless you, my brothers. We'll see you on the flip side, man. Good night.